welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten, and I am working on the Craftably 13 treasures for this whip and chat today. Hope that you're all well. It is a Monday and I am on it. I've just got back up from a nap because I could. I have to say it's very, very quiet here. My mother is away and I'm kind of loving it. So I'm just working on this last section. So let's just pull that off. What am I using today? I have got in front of me the mint green XL tray. This will not be available for you to buy as yet. This is a prototype. We are working on some changes, but I can't go back to using any other tray because I love it so much. So until I get the new ones done, I am working on this. Let me see if I can find a pen. So today I'm going to use a pink soft grip pen. I think we have a 9-placer and a single placer, both with double-sided tape. Also using my 70 bottle case from Amazon, and today I am going to be doing comments and questions. So I'm going to be working back to about 13 days ago because that's where I got up to, and I thought I would do that on this whip because then for future whips I can do some other stuff that I've got planned. How are you doing? Are you well? Are you okay? You may or may not have seen a kitten up by this point, but I just thought, you know what, let's get this filmed. The other one has gone up, so I can schedule that. I'm okay. Coming off the back of my busy weekend to go and see ABBA, and of course I'm going to drop drills all over my canvas immediately because, you know, that's just what sort of girly girl I am. Yeah, I've had a lazyish day today, I'm not gonna lie, but it's all good. I went upstairs for a nap. I was up quite late, but yeah, I filmed a kitten up, which was over an hour in the end. If you are here for the very first time, thank you for coming along and deciding to have a look at what I do. I hope that you will enjoy it and that you will consider staying. If you wish to do so, simply hit that subscribe button. I am here for it. And you can join the madness that is Kitten Up Kitten. I have no idea how good the tape will be in this multi-placer or even single placer because I can't remember the last time I used it. Seems all right at the minute. Seems okay. Seems like we're a winner. So a big shout out to everybody who has commented in the last few weeks. It's quite hard when I do an event like DIY DP. I get quite behind on comments and stuff. And it's not something that I'm too fussed about, but I do like that interaction with you guys. You know, it is important to me. It's important to me to get feedback from you. It's important that you're acknowledged because even if all you do is take the time to leave an emoji, I kind of feel like you should be acknowledged. Now, I don't always read out comments or I don't always read out emojis. But if you are someone that just leaves emojis, thank you. I know a lot of time it's a way of people marking whether they've watched a video or not, but yeah, I appreciate you. Got a nice bit of, I'm just picking up all these drills that I dropped, look. Like, you'd be surprised how far they go. What's new, eh? What's new? Always dropping drills, always. I had big plans for today. I was going to crack on and get a load of this done. It didn't happen. The tiredness overtook me, and it's not physical tiredness, it's mental tiredness. I also did have a very long conversation with Penny. We sort of caught up with stuff. And but I did get the orders done, which is very good. And I do need to say hello to Lisa, because she did put a comment on, which I will get to in a bit, where she said, pretty sure one of these lovely parcels that's waiting for me is from you. It wasn't, my lovely. I literally have sent out your tray today because I had to make it special, because you're special. But that will be winging its way onto you. I hope that you enjoy it. So it does mean, folks, that there are 3 people in this world that have the XL tray. It is me, of course. Penny, of course, because if I've got one, Penny's got to have one. And it is Lisa, because she was asking for a long time for a larger tray. Difference being that Lisa actually got a colour that Penny hasn't got. So it is very, very special, Lisa. It is not the finished product. We're hoping to have made some alterations to it, but I hope that you enjoy. I hope it's, I mean, I love it. So, and I know where you are on a bigger tray, especially when you've got a large multiplacer. You know, if you multiplace with an 8 and up, this tray is absolutely perfect. If you multiplace with a 14 or a 15, go you, because I haven't got that far. I think the longest one I do is a 10, but having a big tray like this really, really helps. And I don't mind chucking 40 million drills into a tray that I don't actually need. Why would I? It's all good. So it is on its way, Lisa, just so you know. So I probably will come back to that comment. I'll probably pick it up. So I'm just starting today in this corner, but I have noticed that I've got some of these dark ones here. So I'm just going to do those quickly, because this purpley blue colour is the one that I struggle to see. So I'm going to pop these in, because then it's done. And then I'm just going to do that black that goes around it as well, because they're the harder colours. This is what I do if I'm working on a canvas where the printing may not be the best. Maybe it's because in this instance they've only used black print, which is fine on light colours, but on some dark colours it can get very, very hard to see what the symbol is. It could be that it's blurry. So I would normally do anything that seems to be an issue. I apologise for Pepper barking. I would imagine it's the lovely young couple from next door, and she's just barking for the hell of it. Noted, dinner tonight is a very simple pizza. I thought they'd used it, but they haven't, so that's what we're having. But yeah, I go in and just do anything that's going to cause me an issue right at the beginning, because especially on this one, as you can see, I've got quite a large section. And if I do this right at the beginning of the section before I get tired, it's finished then. It's done out of the way. So I may have to go and stop the dog barking because she's being ridiculous. Let's sort that out. So I've just gone through there. She's barking at nobody, basically. It'll be because she's seen a van or a driver. Storm has just seen me come in and shut the door. So as soon as I sit down, start scratching at the door to come in. Come and lay down. She's opened it. Oh, I just want to do my video, and it's my own fault. I should have just done it earlier when I had a chance, but I was tired. Right, so that's, oh no, we've got some over here as well. Let me get this view over here. So it's going to be a nice early, easy dinner, although I do need to check and make sure that I put all my work stuff back in the car. But I might wait for Ashley to get home to do that, because he'll help me then. It's definitely going to be a different sort of week, having no mother here. And with the shorter hours as well. Right, so that's good. So there we go. So without further ado, let's get into it. Can I just remind you, if you are new, anything you may need to know will be in the description box below each video. So there will be my email address, there will be a link to my shop, my Etsy shop for trays. We do have a couple of the mint green colour in a standard and a mini left. There is my link for Diamond Art Club. If you are, I am an affiliate, absolutely proud to be. If you are ordering for the very first time, if you use the link on my latest video, you will be able to go through there and get a discount off your first order. It will also give me a small commission as well. There is also the link to buy me a coffee, which you can do. And please note, when I next do a live, you can also now send super stickers and stuff through the live. No idea how it works, never done it, but the option is there. Any money that is sent, coffees bought, anything like that, it all goes straight back in to the channel to buy mainly more canvases at the minute, because that's pretty much all I do buy. I've got the trays and everything, but yeah, it does go towards that because you guys want to see more. And that said, I have put an order in to Diamond Art Club. I do have one of the newer kits with the brand new tool set and everything come in. It's a pre-order, so there may be a little bit of a wait. But all the information's there. There is also a link to Penny at Calb Sparkle. She is responsible for the amazing spare drill storage system, the cover papers, lots of good stuff on there. So if you are interested, her link is also in the description box. Please do go and give us a follow on YouTube as well. I know that she'll be pleased with that. We've only got little channels, you know, it's fine. So let's go. I will read out some of the comments and say hi to some of you lovely people, because a lot of the time there's got to be a bit of plastic or something on there. Like the drill literally just slipped off that. So I'm just going to grab a pair of tweezers. Being very special, very precious with my tweezers now. Because of course we won't be getting them anymore. Which is fine, I've got a fair few. Right, pop that in there. Give that another go. Let's see if... She is being so naughty today. Pepper, come here. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to shout. Bear with me. Okay, so what should have been a quick hello to the husband has ended up resulting in me getting really freaking cross. Because sometimes what I don't like, I hate it when you try to do something that everybody else can do quite easily. And when you can't do it, I hate it when somebody says, well, you just do that. Do you know what? If it was that easy, I would have done it in the first place. And all this is because I went to put a bunch of rubbish in a bin. And because of where his car is parked, I couldn't turn around to use my best arm to lift the bin up without having to lean over an open stinking bin. And because I just said I can't get it in the bin, he said, what, the bin you just put the stuff on? As if I'm stupid and I don't know how to put stuff in a bin. Mini rant over. Mini rant over. I absolutely hate it when people assume, and we all do it, we all make assumptions that everybody can do the easy things that normal people should be able to do. And sometimes we can't, because I don't want my head in a stinky bin when I lean over because I'm too short to actually just reach my arm out and pull it. He can put it on the next bin along without having to reach it because he's got longer arms than me. And it doesn't mean that his face will be in a disgusting bin. Anyway. And then as soon as I sat down to film again, Pepper barked again. So, yeah. Not a happy Sam today. Not a happy Sam. And he's just said, "Would mate you get out of bed the wrong side this morning?" No. I just have zero tolerance for people who indicate that I'm stupid. It is what it is. So let's move on. Let's go to comments and questions. Now, the first one I've got is an absolute indicative of why I say check the description box, because any information that you may need will be down there. Somebody asked if I had a Facebook group because they were having trouble struggling to find info. So I'm not sure what the info was for, but I don't have a Facebook group. Penny at Calb Sparkles does, and if you post on there, I will see it. I may not see it straight away, but I will see it at some point. So more than happy for you to go on there, join that group, and you can leave info on there and I will get to it. And if I don't see it, Penny or one of the other members will very quickly make sure that I know that somebody is trying to get some info. So always check the description box. I find that's generally the case with most YouTubers. They will normally put everything in the description box, links, you know, everything. Try that. But it isn't a stupid question because you don't know, do you, until you ask. So let's continue with the drill spilling. Would quite like to get this video done today because it then means that when I get home tomorrow I can film another for later in the week. That would be lovely. Oh, not tomorrow. I think tomorrow actually I've got a client in. I think Wednesday I don't. But anyway. And that was on a video where I said, well, it wasn't on a video, it was on a post. I just put, I had a huge apology to make because I accidentally deleted the video that I filmed. Yeah, sometimes I'm just not very savvy when it comes to technical stuff. I'm just having a look to see how many of these arrows that I need, because I might as well do them first because they're quite dark. They're the 938. So let's get that in. We then have on unboxing. I did an unboxing on the trees canvas that Penny got for me from Florida. And Sharon, the lovely Sharon Wildbush, said that's a beautiful canvas and the colours are lovely. It is, isn't it? I was really, really pleased with that. It wasn't the only thing she brought me back. She also brought me some limited edition mints in a tin. That tin has now become my tip tin. That's where I put my metal tips because I love it so much. But it is a lovely canvas. It's been added into the stash. And I am still stash building this year. There hasn't really been much recently that I've literally wanted. Even, you know, the couple that I've bought, I actually went off and searched for canvases because there hadn't been anything for a while, and I do need to get some if I am going to keep my stash big enough to keep me going. So like I said, if somebody gave me enough money and said or turned around and said go on to Diamond Art Club and find 10 canvases, believe me, I would find 10 very easily. But I prefer to wait until something comes out that takes my breath away. Something that I really want. But I did go off and find a couple of others. So there will be an unboxing coming. I just don't know when. We then have the lovely Betsy McLeod, who said, have fun watching you do an unboxing. I don't remember the last time. Beautiful colours. Do it again. I will be, my lovely. Thank you to Jan Bill for your emojis. And then we have the lovely Villica, She says, thanks for the lovely video, Sam. I am back. I haven't been able to paint for weeks because of my daughter's difficult situation, but now I begin to get parts of my life back. I did Arms of an Angel's too. It's lovely, isn't it? What are Kat's plans now that she's finished her school? Much love from the Netherlands. Hopefully I can follow you on a more regular basis now. Hugs, Villica. Well, Villica, here are Kat's plans. So she's just finished sixth form. We are awaiting results of her A level and everything, which will be August time. So her plans are, she is going to be taking a gap year, and in that year she intends to get a part-time job because she wants to earn some money, and because me and her father have told her that we're not supporting her if she has a gap year. And she is going to try and get a job and get a portfolio put together. She wants to do indie films, music videos, that sort of thing, as opposed to big budget films. You know, she's very much into editing. She is also going to try and get a little bit of work, possibly wedding photography, that sort of thing, just to get some money in. And she's basically said she's going to see how it goes. If she gets towards the middle of next year and she feels that she's in a place and doing something that she's enjoying doing, then she won't go to uni. She will just continue to build a portfolio and she'll do some filming of her own. If, however, you know, she hasn't made any progress, then she will head off to uni. I think it's very much a wait and see. My prediction, personally, I think she probably won't go to uni. You know, I don't think it's always the best thing anymore, you know, and especially for what she wants to do. Doing more practical work in the area that she enjoys will not benefit her at this point. She would have just as much chance of getting a job in her chosen field with her GCSEs and her A-level results as she would if she spends another 3 years at uni. So yeah, I think it's a waiting game, and at the minute I think her big focus is literally just to have a bit of a break from education, and I'm all for that. You know, I'm quite happy for her to do that. How long her father will be happy for her to do that is another matter. But me personally, you know, she has had a long time. My other two children had left school at 16. So, yeah, we'll see what happens over the course of the next year. But for now, she's just enjoying her summer holiday, which consists mainly of being awake half the night and being asleep during the day. I'm sure there are an absolute ton of you that know exactly what I mean. I haven't seen her today. I had offered to help her sort stuff out today, but I haven't seen her, so she's obviously not that much in a rush, and I'm not running anymore. You know, she's old enough to do her own thing, so if she hasn't got a working bank card, that's her problem. It's not mine, is it? This is where I'm trying to go nowadays. I'm trying to be much more, well, you know, not really my thing, not really my problem. Didn't just work a minute ago though, because husband treats me like I'm an idiot. So there we go, Villica. Thank you for commenting, and it's lovely to have you back. Kitting down Arms of an Angel, cat emojis from Jan. Thanks, Jan. And Caroline Fleming, she says, morning Sam, happy Monday the 10th of June. Beautiful canvas and such a fitting tribute to those who have loved and lost. It is a stunning little canvas. It is. I wish it had been bigger. I do feel that it could have been being a bit bigger, but it is an older kit. So it's a beautiful song that means an awful lot to me. So it will at some point be going up in the hallway. I do also, of course, have one of the other ones Child of Heaven, I think it is. That one will also be going up at some point. But yeah, it's a pretty little one to do. It didn't take, I mean, it took long enough, but it was a nice size to do. And I do like little canvases like that, you know, if I'm sitting outside enjoying the weather. It's nice to have a smaller canvas. It can be a little unwieldy taking something this size out. I'm not saying it can't be done though. I have done this canvas on that little folding table outside. It is possible. Awkward, but possible. So thank you very much, Caroline. The lovely Lisa, we've got quite a lot of comments from Lisa because she's working away. She's been unwell. She's working away through videos. So she's already done Penni's. She's now working away through mine. So there will be a lot of comments, but I'm going to read them out anyway, Lisa. It is lovely to see you, you know, up and about and doing stuff. So thank you very much, my lovely. You're naughty for having put an order in as well. If you'd have messaged me, I would have gladly have sent you that. Just saying. But you know what? I've sent it out today. I've added in the XL tray for you. So that is winging its way to you right now. And with a bit of luck, you'll get to sit down and use it in the very not too distant future. It shouldn't take too long to get to you. It is a smaller package. So she says, your weekend getaway sounds awesome. You'll have to get us a tour of your new caravan. It sounds awesome. I might do next time I'm away. I may do a video of the new caravan. I mean, it's lovely. And we are away in July, so second week of July. We're going away for a week, so that will be nice. I have no idea where. Nothing new. Never usually do. I need to give my tray a bit of a shake, I think, because I'm running out of lines. She also commented on, on the DIY DP May 24 day 7. I do need to say massive thank you to everyone who took part. You guys really rocked it this time, and I'm looking forward to November, to making it a little bit different and hopefully a little bit better. So I'm just having a bit of time, just a bit of time. I did say I was going to have June off because I've got other things to do as well, you know, other things to focus on. Let me just get this in. I'm going to give my tray another bit of a shake and try and get a little bit of a better spread, because always difficult when you start getting to a point where you haven't got a lot of drills. And yes, I know I don't necessarily need this really big tray, but I do love it. It does give you a nice long spread. And I'm sure there are people out there that are much better at me at shaking the drills down, but you know what, it works for me, so I'm not sorry. So she also says, Lisa also says, hi Sam, that large tray looks amazing. Can't wait until they're for sale. Not a problem, but you'll have one before then anyway. Like literally, this is what we need to do now. We need to get the logo done, and then I need to do a whole roll of a colour to see what the pricing is going to be on them. It's also a little bit, we also need to set up to do multiple stoppers because the stoppers are slightly different. And currently the stopper is printed on its side, which is fine. Just need to get my husband to do so that we're doing more than one at a time. Although they only take literally like a couple of minutes to do, keep sending it off every 2 minutes to make them is going to be a pain in the arse. So we need to format it so that we're doing a few at a time. And once we get there, I can then have some sort of price and we can get them up. But I didn't want you to wait for that, Lisa. So even if you come back to buy them in different colours, albeit, you know, at least you've got one to start with. And you also have one in a in a colour that hasn't been released, because I fell in love with the colour. So there we go. She also says, hi Sam, thank you for your kind words. Even though you didn't make the million drill drop, there's always November. Absolutely. And fully, I said this to Penny. I said there is no downside to doing the million drill drop. If we do it, phenomenal. If we don't, I can use it again in November, and it makes it easy for my poor noggin trying to think of new things. And we did realise this last time we didn't do percentages. There's no point. We don't need to, you know. It's just focusing on them drills. So I will be coming back in November with some brand new prize categories. It's going to be epic. It really is. And she also says, thank you for keeping me company while I diamond paint. I'm working on the Beekeeper from Diamond Art Club. Loving all the greens and purples. Oh, I like the Beekeeper. Isn't that a Raven Phelan canvas? I love Raven Phelan. I do. I've only had one of hers so far. But I do like her artwork. It has that very spiritual Celtic feel to it. Isn't it a shame that I can't just buy as many as I like? Just gonna get these in, because you know I do like to do a little bit of diamond painting while I'm doing these comments, but thank you. She also says thank you again for your kind words. Please let me know who I should send the diamond painting to. Lisa, we didn't need anybody to send a diamond painting, because I'd already got Betsy, who was going to be sending canvases out, and some of the others I did from here anyway, so don't worry about it. It's absolutely fine. I shall let you know for next time. We did have, because this is the good thing, right? So the majority of the subscribers, I have obviously UK. Both myself and Penny have quite a lot in the UK. But we have an awful lot in the States as well. And then strangely, South Africa, you South Africans, you're keeping us going. There's a nice big contingency of you. I had a Norway this last time. You know, truly international. So if you are watching this video and I'm shouting out of these countries and you live somewhere else other than the United States, Canada, South Africa or the UK, just comment below where you're from, just so we can give you a shout out to your country as well. We did say, both me and Penny have said that we ought to get a world map and put a pin in every time we do orders. I've sent one to Japan, China, Mexico, yeah, Norway, Sweden, Belgium, France. Fabulous. All over the place. Love it. But thank you anyway. She also says, still catching up on videos, but I'm getting there. Thank you again for keeping me company for while I diamond paint. No problem, Lisa. Thank you for being one of those people that I do videos for, because it's a lot more interesting sitting and talking to you than it is to sit here and just talk to myself. At least I know they're being watched. That's the main thing. And dropping drills, of course. Why would it be any different to any other video? Then we have the pics from the hashtag DIYDP May 24. And I was whipping as well in the background. And we have a comment from the lovely Katia. She said, oh, I'm loving the new changes. Really looking forward to DIY DP November 24. Just trying to work out what I will do for that. Your twitchy eye may be down partly to a vitamin imbalance. If I remember rightly, it's B12, Vit D, magnesium, iron or electrolytes. Oh, thank you for that, Katia. I will say I've been on the last week. I started on a high protein diet to try and shift some of this extra weight. And I hadn't thought about it until I just read that comment. I don't think I've had a twitchy eye since Saturday. So maybe it's got better. Maybe I've been eating a lot of nuts as well. So maybe that's helped. Maybe it's a diet thing. The low iron could account for it because I do very often have low iron. So yeah, that's quite interesting. So it could be that. But thank you. I just thought everyone thought I was a bit weird because I was winking at them. Caroline Fleming again. She said, hi Sam, hope you've recovered from your headache and that your twitch has improved. Thanks for another fab whip and chat. It has, thank you. Headaches for me are very often atmospheric. You know, I'm not going to lie. And the problem we've got at the minute is a lot of bloody rain, is it not? If you're in the UK, a lot of bloody rain. And yeah, like if there's thunderstorms coming and stuff, I very often get headaches. So they're never bad enough. I mean, I say they're not bad enough. They're bad enough for me to have to like retreat to my room. But usually I can sleep them off. So it's not painful enough to stop me sleeping, but it's painful enough for me not to function. And especially not under bright lights, because that does make it worse. But I'm all good. And then Darcy Foster, she said, hi Sam, not sure what happened, but didn't see a vid. Okay, so when I said I was doing a vid, I actually put together a video that was in the middle of this video that you are commenting on. So it was just of like a photo reel of everybody's stuff. So I hope that has helped. Lisa again, thanks for another great whip and chat. So let's give all of those. 4 days ago, she said, thanks for the whip and chat. I'm still working on the beekeeper. Brilliant. Hopefully you're getting somewhere near. How big is it? Because I know I got Songmate, and although at the time I thought it was massive, it actually isn't that big. She also says congratulations to your son. That was on the whip and chat, the arms of the angel. Thank you very much. They're not wasting time. They are fully into wedding planning, which is okay. I don't mind. We're sort of every weekend having discussions about who's wearing what, how we're going to do it, who's doing what. I think we're all pitching in now to do food for the evening. So that'll be quite nice. I've poured all of those in there and I probably don't need that many of them. But, you know, I like how they line up. So let's get that in there. What is nice is seeing him happy, you know. 2020 was not a good year. And he really did struggle. So to see him find happiness again, to see him in a relationship that's more normal is very, very satisfying. And I'm very proud of him. Pretty sure he stole one of my chocolates out of my box on the windowsill the other day. So if you are secretly watching this, Jason, I know. It was either Jason or my mother, because they were the only two people over there. But it sounds like a thing that Jason would do, because I'd literally said I'd been very good and I hadn't touched them. So then I went to have one today and there was a chocolate missing. You little sod. I wouldn't have him any other way. He's such a cheeky brat. And no doubt, if I messaged him now and said, did you eat one of my chocolates? He'd be like, haha, yeah. I wondered how long it'd take you to notice. Lisa also says, hi Sam, everyone did fabulous on their projects. They did, didn't they? She also said on the catch-up video, she said, thanks for keeping me company in all the laughs while I diamond paint. Well, of course, that's why we do it. I do love the lives. You know, I've learned to not guarantee we're going to do one, because the best ones are me and Penny together, and we've also both got lives as well. So sometimes things take over. You know, if I've had a really busy day, Friday, I didn't finish work until 20 to 5, and then I had a brow client. So by the time I was done, I was shattered. There was no way I would have had the energy to be on a live. I just couldn't. And once I'd done, I'd sorted some dinner out. Me and Kat went out for McDonald's, got home, chucked some pajamas on. It was 8:30 before I got into bed. So I got into bed and I was watching TV. And sometimes that's what I need to do. But when we do them, when we do manage to get it to work out, they are fun. Very much so. So while I would sit here and say, oh, we'll be on Friday, I'm not going to promise it. You know, if you see the notification come up, yippee, we're doing it. Otherwise, not going to promise. And I think it's adamant, isn't it? Haven't I been saying this the entire flipping time that I have been filming? I have said I don't have a schedule because I cannot commit. And, you know, it's still true. It is still true because so many things could happen. And you have to make sure that the stars are all aligned before we're in a position where we can go, yep, we can do that now. That's what it feels like sometimes. She said for your next, Leonore, she said for your next big project. Oh yeah, this is on the vote. So on my last whip, I did a vote. This is something I normally do. If you're new and you don't know about this, I get my subscribers to choose my next canvas for me. Because obviously I want to do all of them. I wouldn't have bought them otherwise. And I can never tell. I'm always happy. So for the last couple of years now, I've been getting people to choose from just from kits that I've already kitted up to try and keep down how many I kit up at any one time. And this time around, I usually do it so I have one round drill project, one square drill project, and my conversion. So my next round project after this one is the Serafina. I have made a start on it, but that was chosen a little while ago. So this time it was for the square. And in the voting currently, the voting will stay open until I get this canvas finished. That could be this weekend. It could be the following weekend, depending on what happens in the meantime. But while I'm still working on this one, it will stay open. And the 3 canvases that I put up for voting on were Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory by Mandy Manzano. And then we had The Wishing Tree. Can't remember who it's by. I'm sorry. But that's my favourite. And Brookside Retreat from Chuck Pinson. Because I've always wanted to do a Chuck Pinson. It's not my sort of thing. But I want to be able to say I've done one. Yes, I am aware that it will be confetti. And yes, I am aware that you're all aware that I don't like confetti. But I'll do it anyway. I did Aries, didn't I? Yes, I did. And it wasn't as bad as I thought. So it's all good. So these next few comments will all be voting ones. If you would like to vote, and there is still time, please go and find the video called Whip and Spill, of course. It's called Whip and Spill. Head on over and document your choice. I will comment on that video when I have closed the voting, just to make it easy for you. That's nice of me, isn't it? Got to try and remember now. Got to try and remember. So yeah, that'll be what the next ones are talking about, but I'm going to read them out anyway. So Leonore says, hi Sam, for your next square big project, I vote for the Chuck Pinson. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Leonore. Did you know that I'm not a fan of confetti? Don't know. But they've got to be done sooner or later, haven't they? They've all got to be done sooner or later. And, you know, I wanted a nice, bigger square drill one. The last couple that I've done have been quite small, so I'm not sorry. So your vote is registered. Thank you, Leonore. And then we have lovely Yesenia. She says, Oh, she says, don't worry, I know they take some time. For me, it's the company and the fun of listening to you and Penny. I love it. This is because Yesenia won a pen, a soft grip pen, like the one that I'm using, as a prize in the event. And I'd sort of said on the video, I need to make the pen. They do take a while. So usually they take at least a week to dry. They are air dry. They take at least a week to dry, and I like to give it a little bit longer than that just to make sure that if I'm posting it off or whatever, it won't get squished. I will say, Yesenia, I have emailed you today for your address because the pen is ready. In actual fact, shall I show you? Shall I show you? So Leonore wanted teal, pink and black. Here is your pen, Yesenia. I actually made a couple with these colours because it was such a nice choice. So it is ready. I just need your address to send it. And it will be winging its way. Shouldn't take too long to get to you either because it's only a little postal envelope. So yeah, let me know. Let me know what your address is and I'll get it winging off. There will be, as this video goes up, there will be 10, I think. Yeah, 10 pens going up for sale on Etsy. But they do go quick. I'm not going to lie. They do go very quick. So just get those in. She also says, my vote is for Wishing Tree. I love this art as it's in my wish list. I do too. The Wishing Tree. For those of you that have watched my video on my spirituality and everything, the Wishing Tree is what I imagine the tree of life to be like. It's, you know, seeing those roots and putting out that energy out the top of the tree, you know, all the lights and the stars. Oh, it's just so beautiful. So it was a big one for me and I am really excited because if the Wishing Tree wins, it will be the first time that I've worked with iridescent, or not iridescent. What are the, can't remember what the, let me get my folder. They're not iridescent, are they? Let me have a look. I was trying to remember what drills they were. Hang on a minute. I need to find the right one. Waiting on doing another one. So it has got 3 ABs. It was an iridescent. 3 ABs, 1 iridescent and 1 fairy dust. And I've not worked with any of those yet because I've been working off kits that I've had kitted up for a couple of years. So they're all older. So that would be really nice for me because I'd finally get a chance to work with those type of drills. So very excited. I've also missed a hell of a ton of H's over here. So I need to fill those in. But never mind. Your vote is counted, Yesenia. Thank you very much. Get that in. Let me double check on these. There's 4 there. So give them a bit of a tap. I just want to get those ones and those ones. And then what I'll do is I'll get them H's back out because I just need to fill that in. Yeah, I've just missed them all here, look. So there's 2 there. I have to say, the tape in this pen, I don't even know when I did it. So I'm guessing it's not too old because I've got a bit of a pop. Oh, and there's one there. Nearly missed that one. Pick you up because you can go back in. Yeah, so there we go. Then we have a vote from 20101946 Iffy, the lovely Sue. Thank you, Sue. She says, I vote for Wishing Tree. Your vote is locked in. Thank you very much. You guys know me too well, don't you? Had to put Wonka in. So I'll go through my thought processes on the 3 that I chose. So Wonka is actually going to be going to my son when it's done, my eldest. because he wants that one. He's going to put it up on the wall. And I'd rather have them up on the wall somewhere, even if they're not in my house, than have them rolled up in the boxes, which is pretty much what's going to happen to most of them, I think. So he's having that one. And it's also in a 120 bottle case. So if I get that one done, it frees up a nice big case, because I've got a couple that need a bigger case, especially some of the newer ones, because, you know, they have increased the numbers. They have increased how many colours they're doing. So I need a bigger case, and I don't have as many of the bigger cases. So that is why I put that one in. I put in the wishing tree for what I've already said. It is a canvas that I love trees. It's the epitome of what I like. So that was why that went in. And then I put in the Chuck Pinson for the reason I've already said. I wanted to do a Chuck Pinson. I had said a couple of years ago that I wanted to try different artists. And it would be nice to do one by various different ones rather than doing the same old artists. You know, I do a lot of Mandy Manzano. I have done a couple of, well, I've bought a couple from the same artists, but, you know, it's nice to branch out. It's nice to try something different, and you never know. Sometimes you can be quite surprised when you work on a canvas. I know Penny specifically has said the same about Mandy Manzano. She kind of gets now why people enjoy doing them so much. They're just beautiful to work on. Absolutely beautiful. So there you go, Sue. That is blocked in. She also says, I hope you enjoy your ABBA trip. I love ABBA. There isn't a song they did that I didn't like. Those two girls could certainly sing. They both had lovely voices. Oh my God, Sue. You have no idea. The atmosphere at that concert was phenomenal. The way that they've done it is absolutely genius. And to know, I went expecting them to use the recordings they'd already got, and they didn't. That group went back in to the studio in their 70s for 6 weeks straight, and not only re-recorded the songs they were going to use in the show, but also recorded 2 brand new hits. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, worth every penny. And to live in an age where it's so high tech that you can go and see a band where the band members are now in their 70s, but you're seeing them at the height of their career on stage. You know that it's, you know, it's special effects, but my God, how amazing. The atmosphere was brilliant. I cannot say that enough. If you love ABBA, you need to make sure you go. It is worth it so much. It's just a phenomenal show. And I'm not even that much of an ABBA fan. But, you know, you could tell. Waterloo, when Waterloo come on, oh my God. Dancing Queen, oh my God. You know, it just, the roof lifted off that building. I'm surprised that they didn't hear us on the balcony at Buckingham Palace. We were that loud, because they were doing Trooping in the Colour. It was just amazing. So highly, highly recommend it. We had some rain showers. I had to run. I don't run lightly, but it was so good. It was worth it. I was quite happy to queue and get wet if I needed to. But we actually found it very, very easy. It was very good value for what we got. And yeah, I'm absolutely exhausted. But it was so worth it. Every second. Every second. Caroline, hi Sam, happy Saturday. My vote would be for Brookside Retreat, Confetti Heaven. You see, I knew there'd be at least one person that would pick that just because it's confetti. What are my views on confetti now? Look, I know that confetti is going to give me the detail. And with a chuck pinson, you need the detail, don't you? That's what it's all about. It's all about the detail. And I learnt this from doing Aries. I put off doing Aries for so long because I knew it's a Josephine wall. It's going to have confetti. I'm going to hate it. And actually, I was okay because there was enough of both. So it's worthwhile. And I don't always, sometimes you don't want to rush through a canvas. You want to take the time to enjoy it. And if by doing confetti, that's what happens, then so be it. So I'm happy. Your vote is counted. Caroline, thank you very much. Elsa J, she also says, my vote goes to Brookside Retreat. Your little prize should be with you soon, Elsa. Hope you like. Cheryl Pollen, obviously the lady that was responsible for the mint green tray. She says, hi, I vote for the wishing tree. The XL tray looks amazing. I may have to get myself one when you put them up for sale. Let me show you what the issue is with the tray. I may have to stop filming in a minute and go and do some dinner. So the XL tray is perfect because of the size. It is exactly what I wanted. It is not only bigger this way, it is bigger that way. So just to put a standard in, it gives you that much more. The issue is this. On this tray, this is on this edge. And when you turn the tray on this side, you've got your shallow end here. And you pour your drills into the deeper end where the funnel is. On this one, it's the other way round. Now, I've got used to this tray. I am now used to this, and actually, I find this smoother, but it is a bit of a pain because you've got your shallow end. So I have asked Kat to see if she can switch this around so it's the same, but we need to test it. And if that means it's going to interfere, if it's not going to work and it's going to interfere with how smooth this tray is, then I will keep it as it is. But we just need to test it out first and make sure we can't improve on it, and then go from there. So it shouldn't be too much longer. I know that you're all being patient. I wish it was as easy as, here's the pattern, print it off. It isn't. Unfortunately, it never is with something like this. And it does need to be tested. And that is the only thing that I could find that I would change if I could. So we will wait to see if that is a change we need to make. If we can't make that change, we will just go slap bang into doing the new logo. Because I don't want to do two releases. One for the XL tray and then another for the logo. Because that just won't work for me. So I'm going to call it quits here because it means that I can go and get some dinner on from these guys. I have done most of the comments literally up to a day ago. So I will have to do those on the next video. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you have had an interesting little visit. I hope that your whips are going well. And if you haven't already watched a video from Penny today, go and find her at Calb Sparkles because she posts up much more frequently than I do. And I will be back very soon with another video, hopefully still on this canvas. I wouldn't mind getting one more whip on this canvas. But if I do happen to get it done beforehand, then it is possible that you may be seeing a whip on something else. So go from there. It is, as always, guys, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye bye.